Caddy, Ron, and PH gone, they both immortalized. That's the type of shit to make you realize there's more to life. Caddy, Ron, and PH gone, they both immortalized. That's the type of shit to make you realize there's more to life. Caddy, Ron, and PH gone, they both immortalized. That's the type of shit to make you realize there's more to life. I think about the time I wasted and I'm mortified. Now it's a race against the clock like I was born to die. You got a regular show, Rigby and Mordecai. Meanwhile, bird bars, baby, I was born to fly. I built a shelter around my people, now they fortified. I kept it moving like the needle on a 45. I kept it moving like y'all ain't moving right. Slower in comparison, it's almost embarrassing. It's almost like parenting. I father the movement of battle rappers using the skills they learn to keep it moving after the fact. No money coming after the rap, it's back to the pack. They got us like some rats in a trap, you have to react. Don't let them put your back to the wall. I miss the homie Cadillac, he used to laugh at them all. Saying Caddy, Ron, and PH gone, they both immortalized. That's the type of shit to make you realize it's more to life.
Take that clip, burst, aiming at your bitch first. I never did church, too busy, I did dirt.
Caddy, Ron, and PH gone, they both immortalized. That's the type of shit to make you realize it's more to life.
Just on that next shit, when the text spit, push your block like Tetris.
Caddy, Ron, and PH gone, they both immortalized. That's the type of shit to make you realize there's more to life. That's the type of shit to make you realize you wasting time. Hustle independent like my trucks, you know the way we grind. Personality in line, perseverance comes to mind. Putting down the Percocet, working on the perfect set. This is for the little homies that ain't found a purpose yet. You could live forever on your knees, to me it's worse than death. Caddy gang forever rep, shout out to my homie fam. You could hear PH react when Swave collect a body bag. Watch him put a 30 up, muddy up and dirty cup. If you talking shit, then you can watch me throw the birdie up. Fuck you, you ain't out here repping, got me second guessing. When it comes to me, there ain't no question, I call it a blessing. We call them out from east to west in every session that we blessed. Although I'm stressing that we left until my death, I'm saying Caddy, Ron, and PH gone, they both immortalized. That's the type of shit to make you realize there's more to life.
When I hear good music, it's good music. So, you know what I'm saying? If I could do anything to help anybody, like we did it on our own. And we here now. We're gonna change the motherfucking game.
3.0 is an animal. 3.0 Dama style cannibal. Ox up in your throat. I clear the scene of the filler. See me with the killers. My team is the realest. I make music for the fiends and the dealers. If you rolling on E, see me in a filler.
Come up and be if you feel it.
I'll get some intro shit right now.
Cemetery chips.
I just might running down for the love of the chase. Just might put a thing for the folks in my work. Just might
catch a case if you lames out of place.
Just might
grab a case, take it straight to the face.
Just might running down for the love of the chase. Just might put a thing for the folks in my work. Just might
catch a case if you lames out of place.
Just might
grab a case, take it straight to the face.
We stashed in the go, y'all bet. On the fats, every Bogart strapped in the raspberry ghost top shelf. We'll be leaking out the lungs of the unsung hero to the hash mess slumped on the park bench. Hand through a wall, making sure that I still feel shit. Company be folks that I promise will kill shit. Bring it round here and we'll see how real gets. Peel wigs back for the sport and the rush. The call from the plug, leave you dogs in the dust. Last call when I kick down the door on you fucks. Who the drug soaked the diners kicking rocks on the last pad. Bent 86 for more spots and you rock that trick up your sleeve. Get you popped in the top hat. Magic ain't real, you'll get dropped when you talk at. Bitch in my lap, crushing dames the first night. Catching top in the block when I'm playing third strike. Y'all stay losing, fuck what y'all do is. Big news when I jumped off that porch like the stoop kid. Drink till I can't see straight. Throw hands till I hear them sirens. Tears running down my face. God's cry when the sky is falling now. Just might running down for the love of the chase. Just might put a thing for the folks in my work. Just might
catch a case if you lames out of place.
Just might
grab a case, take it straight to the face.
Just might running down for the love of the chase. Just might put a thing for the folks in my work. Just might
catch a case if you lames out of place.
Just might
grab a case, take it straight to the face. This is not what you expected. Raw raps and all that, there's not a hidden message. Thoughts and back talkings, I'm sloppy in the session. I only stay at telly, serving cotton and no breakfast. SM, young piece of shit with a big heart. Catch me burnt out in the street like some skid marks. I live far away, just trying to make it back home. Shout out to them 20 bucks I run up in the back rows. Fatso, sweat got me wet, I need a bathrobe. Right after a bath though, shorty on my lap go. Do you want some yak? No. Well, I took a bump, but it was trash though. Forget drugs, get drunker than a frat party. Stay anxious, but I act calmly. Medication, yeah, the paps got me fixed. Body with a little bit of cash on me. Crash hardly, no sleep, feeling like a damn zombie.
Ring till I can't see straight. Throw hands till I hear them sirens. Tears running down my face. God's cry when the sky is falling now. Just might running down for the love of the chase. Just might for the thing for the folks in my watch. Just might
catch a case if you lames out of place.
Just might
grab a case, take it straight to the face.
Just might running down for the love of the chase. Just might for the thing for the folks in my watch. Just might
catch a case if you lames out of place.
Just might
grab a case, take it straight to the face.
Chips.
Low key, like I'm loading sun when I'm rolling one. She said I'm the only one, she don't know me. Just up a backwood, low key. She rubbed my back good, low key, low key, low key. Like I'm loading sun when I'm rolling one. She said I'm the only one, she don't owe me. Just up a backwood, low key. She rubbed my back good, low key, low key, low key. I feel like we just screaming, why me? I'm on my mind listening to YG. Trash is on the track, so don't rewind me. She said I'm ugly, I said to remind me. That's what I get for trying to pull a dime piece. Fucking clubbers at the bars where you find me. What is love on karaoke? Hit them high keys. While I'm sweating up the molly, smell like fried grease. Then he hit the late night spot up for some Chinese. Teeth grinding stuck together like they Siamese. Paranoid, so everything is fishy as a Pisces. See him with a kite seat. Sliding through your time, but not the sightsee. Vodka in my high seat. I'm Spike Lee, trying to do the right thing, but do it wrong most likely. My neck ain't never icy, my corazon just might be. Still wearing it on my sleeve. No James Brown, I dare a kid to try me. No dash love, I dare a bitch to try me. Low key, like I'm loading sun when I'm rolling one. She said I'm the only one, she don't know me. Just up a backwood, low key. She rubbed my back good, low key, low key, low key. Like I'm loading sun when I'm rolling one. She said I'm the only one, she don't owe me. Just up a backwood, low key. She rubbed my back good, low key, low key, low key.
I put my hand in the collection plate. Amen. If they throwin' salt, watch the pepper shake. This trio kick her chest like Kevin Gates. Let me interject like Section 8. We outlaws, I don't think the rules will work. No. I walk around in J's like it's boots with Spurs. Lock and low, rock and roll. Like a tsunami off the coast, rock the boat. Whoa, this that Max B wave. They can hope, but they can't be saved. If you don't speak the language, charge it to the visa. If you don't understand it, talk to the Nina. Mama Mia, turn that pussy to Aquafina. Got the sauce like a taqueria, I'm the boss, Pancho Villa. I mix the yak with the Martinellis. They getting taxed like Martin Shkreli.
Low key, like I'm loading sun when I'm rolling one. She said I'm the only one, she don't know me. Just up a backwood, low key. She rubbed my back good, low key, low key, low key. Like I'm loading sun when I'm rolling one. She said I'm the only one, she don't owe me. Just up a backwood, low key. She rubbed my back good, low key, low key. Drive a lack, but I don't ever lack though. Connect the cash flow, collect, we pass go. She say you a asshole, I say you don't know the half. Baby looking at me like you need to take a photograph. You can make a proper addition, but you don't know the math. Ain't nobody giving up nothing if you don't know the ass. He said, where you posted at? All up in the woods like a Kodiak. I'ma kill the pussy like the Zodiac. Yeah, cold-blooded, a whole of it, a whole lot. Low budget, gold nugget, I pull slots. I've been making moves with a whole block. Everybody gotta keep their eyes on a dope spot. Cowboy, roll up in them horsies. She know that I stay close to the game just like a floor seat. She be begging, Lord, please, when I hit at war speed. Married to the game, this bitch might divorce me. Low key, like I'm loading sun when I'm rolling one. She said I'm the only one, she don't know me. Just up a backwood, low key. She rubbed my back good, low key, low key, low key. Like I'm loading sun when I'm rolling one. She said I'm the only one, she don't owe me. Just up a backwood, low key. She rubbed my back good, low key, low key, low key.
Yeah, what does it do? What do you do? Dirtbag Dan Show, bitch! Oh, what's up? It's episode 165 of the Dirtbag Dan Show.
Fuck yeah!
Super surprise episode. I plan to come down here 3 times between now and when we got our situation back, right?
Yeah.
Our suspension ends on December 6th. But had a big move happen in the last week. I actually rented a spot, and we're moving into a new studio in San Francisco. So that's going to kind of move up the timeline of when we're going to be able to go live. As far as like, I'm planning to do the first episode the day that our suspension ends. You know what I mean? So the next episode of the Dirtbag Dan Show will be live from our new studio, hopefully December 6th. You know what I mean? If that's the day we're up. We got it. We got the suspension on the 6th. If we're back on the 6th, then we'll be back on the 6th.
Man, but YouTube.
What are you gonna fucking do, man?
Fucking around, man.
Yeah, I mean that we might not be back until the 7th, but like, just moral of the story is we have a studio now, and
You want to show the studio?
yeah, I have to pull the
right.
picture up.
All right.
This is just I opened the doors, I drug the fucking the paintings in, and I set them against the wall, and I was like, there we go, baby, you're fucking home, and I snapped a pic. Caddy Ron, Bender, and PH all right next to each other. One of those fucking walls is going to be dedicated to the 3 of those dudes, and that's where we're going to be doing a whole bunch of new shit as far as like, I want to do monthly ciphers. I want to do battles. I want to do like a Friday night battle series where
How
like
big
once
is
a month.
the space?
It's about I want to say like 10 by 12 or 12 by 12.
Okay.
I want to say it's about the size of this room.
Yeah,
you know
so
what
you
I
can
mean?
definitely do like a battle in there.
We can do a battle. We can have like a small audience, like 10 people. But there's actually, this room is attached to a live room that's 12 by 20
Oh shit!
that we could
wow.
do bigger stuff in.
Yeah.
And then the control room is next to that. And this is Chris
Dope.
Paxton's studio in San Francisco. So like, the beauty of being there with him is this is the guy who engineers all my music, records all my stuff.
Yeah.
He's fucking incredible. He's definitely gonna help us like up the quality of all of our like live recording music and video stuff. And that's what me and Itchy have been super focused on like this time that we've had off, and figuring out ways that like just me and him could get together and film like a fucking I rap, he fucking does some
Scratches,
shit and
yeah,
like, just
yeah.
like live, like make it happen and have it be the best quality ever.
Dope.
So being able to do that and then having Chris there super ups our game. So when we're doing like, when we do these like monthly ciphers, it's gonna be like on a nice mic, fucking compressed, like live compression. So like the fools will be able to hear themselves sounding dope. It's not gonna be like, I mean, I loved what we've done with the rapping on the show so far, like this freestyling and shit, and that's been fun. But like, I think we've always said that we want to rap good on the show. So like, this will give us I think bar pong is great because it always gives us an opportunity to just like freestyle shit on the show.
Yeah.
And bar pong is like just the punches without the stupid setups.
Yeah.
So that's great, and we'll always continue to do that. But we're gonna do a cipher where we have fools that like, you know, we got a beat, and people like Reverse are gonna write, you know, and I'm gonna write, and whoever, you know, Lucho's gonna write, and whoever's gonna come through is gonna write, and we're gonna have, you know, once a month fools come through. And being in San Francisco is kind of opens us up to be able to work with a lot of different people too. So
Yeah.
just as far as like touring artists, like I'm already knowing, like I already have a list of people who are coming and playing in San Francisco that I can
Dope.
just hit up and get them to come by the studio, or even I can go to the spot. And,
Yeah.
because that's the other thing too, is I want to make the podcast something that I could do portable, as far as like if I could just roll up somewhere and fucking record an interview real fast. Like I don't want to miss an opportunity to get an interview with somebody because I can't get someone to come to the studio.
Yeah. Word.
Yeah.
It's centralized. It's a lot like, I mean, kind of like Manhattan, I guess, New York. Like, you know, SF
Yeah.
is kind of in the center of everything in the Bay, you know?
For sure.
To a degree. To where everybody knows where it is. They can all get to it
San
pretty
Jose just
easy.
feels like it's so on the outside.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
It's and if like you're coming out to San Jose, like that's all you're doing.
Yeah,
It's
you got to
just-
go there and stay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like
Or you getting stabbed.
yeah, or that, or that.
Oh, shit.
But San Francisco is definitely like there's shit cracking all the time, and there's also like, you know, I do comedy, and there's like the comedy scene out there is really big, so it'll give me an opportunity to move into that. My man, fucking Javon Phelps, what's up? What's up?
What's up
Yo,
with you,
Death
Playboy?
Dealer, I see you.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we also without like giving too much away, we recorded a whole bunch of new music during this time we have off. So we have another whole new project that we're gonna release before the end of the year, an EP. super fucking fun. And I just want to let motherfuckers know I wasn't sitting on my thumbs for the last fucking 3 months. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. New studio in SF. Gonna be live in December with new content coming live on Counterproductive. So
yeah, we're back in the fucking game. And this is the other thing is like I learned from coming here and doing these podcasts and watching the reaction to the podcast that we've done here, as far as like people being really stoked that we got back to like having long form discussions about battle rappers with inside people. Like that's that's what gives our shit value. Like it's fun. It's fun to watch clips of fucking people get beat up on the internet and stuff, right? Like that's great. But really, like anybody could do that. Anybody could do that. Like not everybody can have a conversation about battle rap and be like, okay, that guy knows shit that other people don't know. You know what I mean? And that's the value of our podcast. That's the value of what you guys do here. I think that the other thing that I've watched like the music shit get a lot better and stuff, and the reaction to the music get a lot better. We were talking about it on the last podcast we were here, where like just in general the way people feel about battle rappers' music has changed. So like that being the case, I think that one of the directions we'll steer the podcast in, outside of like our bread and butter talking about battle rap, is doing fucking music. You know what I mean?
Word. That makes a lot of sense.
Oh, and Pixie. We will be back on Twitch too, because I'm gonna be in a new studio. I'm gonna set up the fucking full fucking gamer setup, and at least one day a week I'm gonna devote like 6 hours to just playing video games online with the fans. Because when I was doing that, like it's funny, like Fool's got to hear my whole album like in advance, like the 12 or like 15 people that would come watch me play on Twitch regularly. Like I'll be in between fucking games, I'll be like, hey, you want to hear a new song? You know what I mean?
That's
like
tight.
So certainly like I feel like I would never do that on YouTube. I wouldn't do that on Facebook. I wouldn't do that on Instagram. But on Twitch, I feel like for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's because it's like less people watching at once or whatever, and it's just the vibe is like I'm smoking weed and playing fucking video games. Definitely, like those who get to see us on Twitch get to see a lot more. Like they get a lot more
behind the
shit.
curtain.
Yeah,
I feel you.
We're just kicking it.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, guys, let's also get into this fucking event we got coming up. 2 weeks.
Ruin your
2
Zay.
weeks away. Ruin Your Zay. The combination of Counterproductive, BOTZ, and Ruin Your Day, all meshed into one fucking great meat pie.
Yeah.
December 1st, in San Jose. Local Color is the venue.
Local Color is the name of the venue.
So we wanted to talk about the details behind this event because it's very big, and also it's going to be streaming for free partially on this channel. 2/3, so a lot of partial.
Yeah.
Mostly free. Yeah. So 2/3 of the card is going to be streaming free on Ruin Your Day, and then we're going to switch over to a Patreon-only stream for the main events. Yeah. So sign up to patreon.com/counterproductive.
Yep.
Correct?
$5 patrons. If you're a $5 patron, you have access to watch the whole thing live, and if you continue to be a $5 patron, you're going to get to watch those Friday night battles live. You're going to get to watch those ciphers live. Well, I think what we're going to do in the future with episodes of the Dirtbag Dan Show is we're going to do 2 podcasts a week. We're going to do a Monday episode. We're going to do a Friday episode. Monday will probably be me and one other guest talking battle rap, breaking down like news shit. Friday will be like the classic crew getting faded, doing bar pong, all the dumb shit. Cool. And then, but those I'm gonna I'll drop Mondays Friday morning. I'll drop Fridays Monday morning, unless you're a $5 counterproductive patron, and then you'll get to watch that shit immediately. Trying to build some value into being a patron of counterproductive, and like the other thing is too is I feel like this whole like thing is centered around like this idea that we are like living through Patreon and not fucking YouTube anymore, right? So I'm like trying to steer everybody to this is like if you actually want to support the league, if you actually want to support the shit, like $5 a month. Fuck, I go spend $9.17 on a pack of backwoods every fucking day. Yeah. Sometimes twice. Yeah. So like $5 a month, not that much if you want to watch fucking free battles and fucking, you know what I mean? I feel like it's not a lot to ask. So I think that like that's what we're setting the price at. There's definitely like we have like sponsor levels at 25 and 100 where like you get your name on the shit and you can add to the podcast and add to the battles and stuff when they go on YouTube and stuff. But for the most part, like we just want to be that like almost like the UFC is with Fight Pass, like $10. and you watch all the shit. You know what I mean? Like anytime we do a live event, you get it. Or
Yeah.
WWE is like $10 and you get all this shit. Like that's what we're modeling this shit after.
Yeah.
And then also like how UFC, they always give you half of the fucking card for free. You always get a free portion of the card on Fox, and then you go watch the pay-per-view.
Then it goes to the pay-per-view. So that's the same sort of business module that you're using is for like the battles. Like 2/3 of it is going to be on the YouTube, and then you go to the Patreon, sign into your account, and you'll get a link that will be to the remaining third of the card. And yeah, just to kind of echo what Dan is saying, the sentiments about the Patreon is that that's kind of the direction that I feel like everybody's moving in, and it's so we can all support this industry that's not really being supported by YouTube. YouTube is not really here to help us right now. YouTube is kind of stifling the growth of battle rap in general through everything. It's not just like putting strikes on channels, but it goes further to like their customer service not really being friendly, them not really wanting battle content on their platform.
Yeah, it doesn't meet their guidelines.
Yeah.
Like if you just straight read what the content guidelines are, and then like match that against what a battle is.
Yeah, they don't like it.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't really line up. Shout out Douglas Hatch.
My dude.
But yeah, so going to Patreon helps everybody, helps all these channels, all these content creators that you guys enjoy, like myself and Dan. It helps us out so much. I can't even tell you how much the Patreon helps out me, how it helps out Dan. So it's like supporting that means the world to this channel, to getting you guys this content that you enjoy. So I highly suggest you sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/counterproductive. You're gonna get a lot of content for your buck, for your $5.
I mean, like I'm renting a fucking studio.
You know what I mean? In San Francisco. That's not cheap.
So
San Francisco is not cheap at all.
We're certainly, and I mean, like, fuck, you see the big old cameras this motherfucker totes around. Like, we're certainly making investments in the entertainment that we're providing y'all. So it's definitely dope. Even when it's like, man, I only have like 75, 80 patrons. And man, they mean the fucking world to me. You know what I mean?
Real.
And it's also nice that I could target, I'm really trying to please those 80 fucking people. Everybody else, cool. I hope you like it.
Well, in a sense, they become a part of the work itself.
100%.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
funding it. You know what I mean?
They become part of the channel, the family. So, yeah, it's great. It's a great thing, man. I highly suggest you guys sign up to the Patreon. There's a lot of good content out there, and like Counterproductive has not only been dropping this podcast, but they also do music videos. You guys just released Saturday, right?
Yeah.
With Gold Shards featuring SM.
Well, that's a fucking awesome song, awesome video.
Yo, did Cemetery Chips do the video too?
Yes, yeah. Nikki did the beat and the video. He's a multi-talented motherfucker.
Yeah, love that guy. Shout out Nick.
Yeah, man, we have a whole bunch of fucking. Before that, we dropped a video from Lucho. So we've been consistently, even over this period that we've been suspended, we've been dropping music videos here and there. EK, we dropped a video for him, and it's fun too because it's like, I don't know, we won't like. There's different kinds of music videos. There's ones where you're like, we gotta go to the desert, we gotta do this and that, and then there's ones where like, go outside and stand in front of that fucking fence right there. Right? You know what I mean? And like, sometimes those ones are fucking the dopest ones. Like Saturday is certainly a really, like. We're just standing in front of a wall, and it's just like the way the graphics are done has like a really cool vibe to it.
And the vibe you said too, because you got people who be doing the motions of videos, and it's like, the fuck am I watching?
Yeah,
like,
I
want now. I just want to listen to it. I don't want to even watch this shit.
Yeah. And SM is like naturally just so laid back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like that the vibe like is perfect.
Orale, SM is like the James Brown of the Latin community, yeah?
Fire.
Orale.
I'm with that shit.
But yeah, Ruin Your Zay, it's gonna be a fire fucking event. Main event, Thesaurus versus Remy D.
Yeah.
That was a surprise battle that got announced. We also got a fucking title match.
Yep.
Sam Colt versus Mad Flex for the fucking belt, and the belt's a real deal, gold-plated belt, guys.
Yeah.
It's
a heavy
fake
belt.
shit.
It's heavy.
It's great. What else? We got a Reverse Live versus FLO.
Yeah, that's actually going to be on the free portion of the card because I wanted to make sure that there wasn't like, there's 4 tryouts and then there's a couple exhibition matches and then FLO and Reverse. I wanted to like that battle obviously could be the headline battle. It could be anywhere on the main card, but I wanted to make sure that there was a battle that people knew names of and were like, okay, I'm excited to see this. And like, I mean, yeah, like I said, like that model seems so simple. I'm surprised every league isn't doing this because the reality is that people who are paying for pay-per-views are paying for 4 names, maybe 5 on a card. of the 20 names on the card. They're paying for 4 or 5. You know who those 4 or 5 are.
Mm-hmm.
The other people are bonuses, and people are stoked. They're like, oh yeah, I'm paying for this because I want to watch this fool, and this fool's battling, and this fool's battling. But you know, like, they're paying to see Pat stay, right? So make them pay to see Pat, but then everybody else, like,
Can see
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
get them juiced, let them see how good the product is, and then have them be sitting there when that shit turns off. Like, oh, all I got to do is pay $5, $10, and this
Yeah.
shit turns back on. Like, I'm gonna do that shit
For
you know?
real. And I just also want to say, like, I think it's so important for everybody to buy these pay-per-views, to sign up to the Patreon. And it's not even on some, like, we need your money to, like, fucking ball out and, like, have, like, lucrative-ass lives.
Yeah.
We need to just fucking keep this shit rolling, man. And if you guys don't buy the pay-per-views, you don't support the Patreons, you watch the bootlegs, like, that hurts the culture and that hurts the thing that you care about. Like, this shit is not a big fucking huge, big budget agenda program. This is fucking like a select few of individuals that are passionate about this art form making shit happen.
Yeah.
So if you don't support it, it's gonna go away.
Yeah.
That's like really the bottom line. And like, you know, I know it's not always easy to shelf out like $40, $50.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
$5 a month for some is a tall task.
Yeah.
But it goes a long way in making the shit possible. So just want to say that.
Yeah.
People tend to think like because of the platform of like YouTube, everybody's just banking out.
Yeah,
Everybody's just on their shit. And it's like, yo, battle rap has been around for a good amount of time, but it's in the sense it's still grassroots.
Yeah.
I mean,
we never gained like some kind of support from any kind of like major entity that like pushed
at any
things
time
in
that
a-
did come around, there'd be some fuck shit, and people tried to get over.
Yeah.
And like, because they don't give a fuck about the culture or whatever. You know, they don't.
Oh, you mean like outside investors? Yeah,
In
that's
a
the
sense,
thing,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the thing. Whenever anybody that has money that looks at battle rap as a cash cow, which it's fucking not,
Yeah.
they fail. They fail because it's like they don't have the passion to keep that shit going, and you know it's not always gonna be fucking like bubblegum and rainbows in battle rap. Sometimes events aren't gonna do good. Somebody's gonna choke. It's not always gonna be great. There's no way to like see that from a foresight, you know, because it's a subjective art form. So
And a lot of time too. I mean, you can have a bunch of money pumped into something, and the vibe just ain't there.
yeah,
I
You
felt
can,
like,
you can, bro. We can go shoot something outside. Hey,
exactly. And it'd be
homie
so much
outside got
better.
ran over by a car. He out there leaking.
Yeah.
Bruh had a helmet on
That
on
video's
his
gonna be
bike.
fire.
That's
True
happening
story.
outside right now.
Yeah.
We go shoot something right now. 10K views in like 15 minutes. You
Yeah,
feel
for
me?
real.
Fucking
But yeah,
bullshit.
I think a prime example of that was that fucking Total Slaughter, where it just didn't feel right. Like I remember watching Arsenal like run in circles around Big T on this fucking big old stage, and you couldn't even see the audience at all. Like,
Yeah.
and
You're removed from the energy.
there was like thousands of
Yeah.
people there, but they're all like in seats and stands, and
that's
then it
the
was like
thing.
this weird play.
They
you know?
like I liked a lot of things about Total Slaughter. I totally respect them trying to give into the art form, and shout out to, you know, Slaughterhouse and all those cats over there and M. But at the same time, they definitely like interpreted how much people don't like battle rap. For example, they got that guy Ebro to host the event, and that guy has publicly stated that he thinks battle rap is lame.
And that's the guy you're gonna pay.
And they paid him to host the whole event. And that right there shows me that they're not doing their research, that they're not really invested in this art form. They're kind of just like trying to cash out.
Yeah.
And then they get Sway. Shout out Sway. He's the fucking man to host. But even him, like, he was like, time for the rebuttal. Like, between rounds, like, not really.
Like,
you
no,
know,
homie, that's not how it works.
That's not,
Like,
This isn't
yeah,
movie
exactly.
theater 5,000, yeah?
You wouldn't get, like, somebody who didn't know MMA to come and commentate on an MMA event. You wouldn't get somebody that didn't know football to commentate on a football event. You put these people in the right positions when they're knowledgeable about that art form or sport, yada, yada, yada. So, and also, just the shit with that Hollow was saying is fucking true. Like, they paid the battlers a lot less than everybody else on there. And guess what? Why that shit is important is because the battle rappers made that shit important.
Yeah.
They should be the ones getting paid the most at the end of the day. So, shout out Hollow, that first round still kicks ass. But yeah.
Yeah. It was amazing, and it shined a light on all that shit. But back to the subject at hand, motherfuckers. One other battle that we didn't mention on the card that I think is like a slept-on heater is SM versus Incredible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So fucking dope.
It's
Yeah.
a fucking barn burner.
SM versus Incredible. You know, it's always a what SM shows up situation, but like no,
For real, you're
there's-
right.
it really
you're totally
is.
right.
Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure.
gamble.
But there's no version of SM that wants to get screamed on by
Incredible
for
yeah,
no, there's no
fuck
version
that.
of him that's like, oh, that sounds hella fun.
Yeah.
Just let this fool get off on me for a little while. Like,
real.
if there was anyone to prepare for, I think it would certainly be Incredible. And Incredible is never not prepared. He never doesn't show up like in character, ready to rock with like a porno bitch and just like fucking in a drop top.
Killed it against Bill Collector on your platform.
Oh man.
Killed it against Reverse Live and King of the Dot.
Yes, he did.
Killed it against Cadillac Ron on your platform.
Yeah.
He's done fucking amazing. Who did he battle at the last BOTZ? Didn't he?
Wasn't it? It was Incredible and
come on, the porno chick was there.
Yeah. Shit, what's his name?
It wasn't Madflex.
No,
but she was looking at Madflex.
Yeah,
the whole
it was.
time.
It wasn't it Madflex?
No.
He showed up with some white bitch.
I would never put.
right?
Yeah, her name was. I forgot that chick's name.
Dakota something.
Dakota Sky.
Dakota Sky.
Dakota Sky.
Yeah, that girl's fucking weird.
Yeah, Incredible battles are so nuts. Like, we don't even remember who he battled. We just remember there was a porno bitch there, and she was fucking staring at Madflex. Like,
shout out people coming to battles. It's cool, man. People should come.
I've always been like interested and kind of happy about that the connection between the. Oh, it was Incredible versus MC Damn It.
Ooh, yes.
Shouts out to MC Damn It. That was a fun battle.
But yeah, Incredible SM's gonna be fucking lit. That's an awesome battle. Are we forgetting another one too? Patron and Peanut.
Patron and Peanut. Yeah.
Patron and Peanut.
And this is the thing about that battle in particular. I would say is probably a title contention match. Right?
Let's
like
go.
if
we can possibly see Peanut versus Madflex.
Possibly, yeah. We could possibly see Peanut versus Madflex for a belt. And they know that shit
when
too.
Two friends who collect toys fight.
Yeah, for toys.
Just kidding.
For
Flex.
a big gold toys.
Flex will beat me up. So he doesn't collect toys.
But check it out. That's very possible. I think that also Patron has been. You're talking about someone who comes through and does work on our platform, man. The guy is fucking.
He's always been slept on too.
Yeah,
that's a bad man.
Dude, him and Reverse had a fucking epic battle.
Yeah.
His first battle with Sam is like a classic. You know what I mean? He always comes through. He always has a great. And you know, I mean, he fucking did his thing against Essen, but Essen was on all.
Always comes correct.
But yeah, I think if he has a standout performance, then it's a no-brainer that he would be someone. Dude, and this is the other thing. All right. If he wins and Sam Colt wins, it's a rematch of their
first battle,
tryout battle.
Yeah,
Patron and Sam Colt tried out against each other.
Yeah,
wow.
Sam Colt barely won a split decision.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So if he got the belt, or if Sam's won, and Patron won in enough of a fashion to get that, then it would be a rematch for the belt, man. This is why I love bots. Like shit just goes. And then these things kind of happen. Yeah. You know? So look at the options. You have Peanut versus Madflex as a potential battle in the future, or Sam Colt versus Patron as a potential rematch.
That's fire.
And then any switch of that. Madflex versus Patron is a fucking fire battle. You know what I mean?
All those combinations are great.
Yeah, and I just say that like the rules that I have, and honestly, like if you think about it, okay, Thesaurus and Remy D is also a title contention match. Because if either of them wanted to go after the title after that, they'd be eligible. They've both done more than one BOTZ battle. Yeah. And like, who knows? Like, Pete's just be like, hey, I want the belt. Well, fuck. All right. Well, you got to battle whoever's got it. You know what I mean? Like, and the same, like, and Remy seems to be really, like, energized to, like, make a run right now. So, like, I feel like anybody who has an opportunity to get a belt in anything, even if it's a fucking stupid BOTZ belt, it's plated in gold, motherfucker. You put that thing on, you're gonna feel like a somebody.
Yeah, I mean, that
you know what I mean?
Shit,
like,
man.
Someone smacks you with that, it's lights out.
100%.
Stupid. That's a fucking solid belt, man.
100%. But like, if you got that, like, I mean, when I was battling, like, there was a time when I was like, in the beginning, I was like, I want to be the best at this shit. But then it became so like skewed as far as to like, what did that even mean? You know what I mean? Like, we're all dumped in these little categories, and it's whatever. So I was like, I'll just be the guy who travels the most. You know, that's easy. Get on planes. But like, there, you know, if there was a belt and I was in a league, I would have certainly done whatever I could have to get that fucking belt. You know what I mean? So that's like kind of what.
It's a dope accolade, man, to have. Like to say that you were the champion of a fucking whole league.
Yeah,
It's a pretty big deal.
You're the best. It's funny, like we're in the year like 2018, and as evolved as like human beings are, like we still grasp this idealization of like an idolized object that represents how low our nuts hang.
That is funny.
Like
but he wore that around his waist. That heavy metal object.
Double champ.
The other thing that was that there might have been some confusion about this event is that it is all ages.
Woo!
So if you're not 21 and you live in the Bay Area, you can still come.
Is there gonna be alcohol there still?
There will be alcohol. Yes.
Slide through. I'll buy you a drink. Yeah. Come on now. Let's do that.
It's there will be alcohol. The venue's fucking awesome. It's like a big. I've talked about this before. It was a Ross. It got gutted and they turned it into like an art gallery. So like all the outsides are like stalls that got really cool art in them. One of my buddies, Abel Gonzalez, has got a booth in there. He's the guy who painted the big shark in our first studio. You remember that big ass shark? Fucking awesome. So like there's you can walk around and see a bunch of cool art, and then it's just big and fucking wide open, and it's fucking fluorescent lighting the whole thing. So it's like so lit, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be real simple to circle up and shoot a battle in there. So I'm excited to come through. We start at 2 p.m. The battles will start at 3 p.m. sharp. There will be a break in the stream between the YouTube portion that's free and the portion that you watch on Patreon, and just expect that. I mean, just like the fucking UFC, right? Like you're watching it on Fox, and then you got to go to the fucking channel 801 and fucking pay for that shit. I suggest signing up to Patreon before the day, because I don't know if like
definitely
20 people are going to be doing it at once.
We're not going to be like sending people emails like right as it's happening.
I'm pretty sure it's like I just get a thing that says you're my patron. Like I don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? So like I'm pretty sure that if you did sign up that day, you would still get the link and it would be fucking fine. But save yourself some trouble. Yeah, it's not going to charge you more than once a month, right? So like sign up at like now, and then it's not going to charge you until the end of December. So if you want to cancel your patronage and you want to, go down to $1 or go down to nothing, you know what I mean? Or fucking bring it up to 25 because you love us. You can do that whenever the fuck you want. So it's not like you pay once and you have to pay forever. If you want to change your patronage or cancel your shit completely after the event, it's fine. Because now Patreon does a thing too where they charge you right off the bat. Like we have it set up so where they charge you the minute you sign up.
Oh, interesting.
Which is because it used to be like it would only charge you at the first of the month.
Yeah.
So then you could sign up now and then cancel your shit and not pay for the shit, which is kind of why we did it on the first. But I think like the way we have it set now is it charges you when you sign up, and then it
when
charges
you get the product. That makes sense, man.
But then it also like the way it re-ups is a month from that date, right? So like if you signed up today on November 18th, then on December 18th it's gonna recharge you the $5 again.
Word. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, Ruin Your Zay, December 1st, going down.
Woo!
Local Color, San Jose, California. If you can't be there in person, I strongly suggest you tune in live to youtube.com/ruinyourday.
Yeah.
2/3 of the card is gonna be free for everybody that watches it. Tune in, watch, comment in the chat. And then the last third is going to be on Counterproductive's Patreon, patreon.com/counterproductive.
Commenting in the chat, you guys are actually going to be able to vote on the, the tryout battles. We're going to have them as a third judge, basically. Just fucking shout out the name of who you think won in the chat. I'm sure it's not going to be too fucking confusing, you know what I mean? It's the way we do it in bar pong. If somehow it's different names, I'm going to be like, all right, both you motherfuckers win. Congratulations. But, we'll have 2 judges and then an audience judge. We'll both have the audience judge in the building, and then we'll see what the chat says, too. You know what I mean? I just want everybody to be involved.
Hell yeah.
And you guys get to decide. And these guys, I think every single person that's trying out is not from California. I think they're all flying in.
So the Gingerbread Man's on there.
Gingerbread
from
Man's
Vancouver.
In that.
Yeah, that's dope. That's fucking awesome. That shows that BOTZ is growing, man.
Well, it takes a village to build a battle event. You feel me? Like, we do a little bit of everything in there.
Yeah, it really does. And we couldn't do it without Ruin Your Day, man. This is going to be awesome to do an event with you. I can't tell you how many of the battlers have hit me up and been like, so Avocado's from? It's like, yes,
That's
yes,
dope to
Avocado.
hear. Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Fucking go.
Avocado's filming.
That's dope to hear.
I love when
Fuck
Avocado's there because like y'all barely ever see it, but right before a back and battle goes on, he's like, "Everybody shut the fuck up!"
yeah. word.
1, 2, 3.
I can get loud only by saying numbers too. It's weird. When I'm at a bar trying to talk to somebody, I was like, man, I feel like I'm like hella quiet. But then I'm at a battle event, I'm like, 1, 2, 3.
It's like every single person.
Like I'm at a smack event, like literally like fucking like a mile over there with no mic and everybody can hear me.
Once Michael and Bruce Buffer die, I shit you not, Avocado's gonna be doing all that. All that shit.
One of those fools goes to my gym, so I'll look at him next time I see him. Like, I got your job, motherfucker. I got your numbers.
It's Bruce, ain't it?
I think he's the guy that does the MMA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bruce.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's Bruce.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey, he's a badass.
Yeah,
he
he
choked
does.
out a Trig in an elevator one time.
Yeah. He fucking he's on his jitsu shit. Let's talk fucking battle rap news while we're here.
Let's do it.
Uh,
Do we need to pull up the screen for this, or do we?
Yeah,
do you
well,
want to go into something?
I kind of let's discuss fucking this disaster versus James Corden thing before we fucking go into anything else.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have seen this. Whole bunch of fucking news articles about disaster, saying that James Corden was
cultural appropriator.
cultural appropriator.
Out there doing that white boy shit.
This is
This was the XSL one that I pulled up first, but there was fucking like 20 of these, right? Battle rapper accuses late host James Corden of cultural appropriation, and it was from an interview that he was doing
about body.
About body. It
Yeah.
was him and Ari Shanker. And I could tell the dude was sitting there the whole time, like, "Oh fuck, what the fuck, man?" Like,
Yeah,
I thought we were
kinda-
gonna talk about the movie, man. Disasters all
Yeah.
wilding out. These two nerdy,
What the fuck,
two
bro?
nerdy ass dudes are like lightweight, like rocking back and forth in their chairs. And Disasters all buff, like, "Listen, you don't fucking understand what I'm saying." Like,
It's
oh.
like Mike Myers when Kanye West was like, black people, and Mike Myers is like,
Oh shit. Line?
yeah, word. But I mean, I to be honest, I didn't really watch the whole thing. I watched portions of it, but from the basis of it, I can't really disagree with Diz, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I know that the show actually employs battle rappers to write the content, so I do respect that a lot. And they have featured them, like you said, on videos before.
Yeah.
So that is cool.
Yeah.
You know, I can't really offer too much of a personal opinion about it,
Yeah.
but I know that Diz is hella passionate about this, so I definitely have a lot of love for that. And I think it's cool that battle rap is being on.
Well,
big
who has
platforms,
worked for
too.
them so far that we know of? We know.
Thesaurus, Awkwards, Roan, Carter Deems, Hollow the Dawn, Chilla Jones,
Yep.
Intuition, No Can Do, Dumbfounded. I think there's more that
Kid
I'm
Twist?
forgetting.
That's a
yeah,
good fucking
Twist,
lineup.
Twist.
That's a damn good lineup.
Twist is currently on the show. I think.
Did you say Carter? Yeah.
Yeah, Carter.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have,
Carter Dean is writing with
Yeah,
it?
yeah, he was
Oh,
writing
that's
for him.
lit.
So sorry if it threw anybody on the bus, but I mean, you guys
Who
brag.
fucking
You guys
cares,
brag
you
about it
fucking
on social
nerds?
media all the
Oh,
time.
Yeah.
you sad? We said you have a job, you fucking nerd. Shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I do like that. I do like that it's giving like my friends jobs and stuff and putting money in their pockets
Yeah,
to
100%.
do battle rap. Essentially, that's tight. And like, it's cool. Like Pete, I think coached. Who's the guy that was the lead singer to Sugar Ray?
Fucking Mark McGrath?
Yeah.
Was that a name? Mark
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Mark
yeah.
McGrath.
Shouts out to you knowing that.
he
right
co-
off the bat,
He coached
Lucho.
him, and that guy knew who Thesaurus was.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I've watched your battle."
Oh, that's tight.
No,
Yeah.
no, he's a low key hip hop head.
Yeah.
On some real- okay, so I bumped into that fool.
That's so
and
funny.
I want to say in like Burbank, and this was like 2 years ago. I'm at some Chinese spot.
Yeah.
And I turned around and I was like, "Oh shit, that's Sugar Ray."
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's Sugar Ray.
Yeah.
I seen you in the Scooby Doo movie, man. And he was like, oh yeah, thanks, man. This fool got his chow mein and fucking bust. I felt stupid as shit.
He said, I seen you in the Scooby-Doo movie, man. Why'd you pick that of all the things you've seen him in?
Bro, I was like 11 when that came out, and that was the shit.
Yeah, fair enough. But I guess, okay, I see where disaster's coming from in the sense that, like, there's this sad situation that exists in the world of battle rap where the least realistic forms of it like are the most popular, right? Like for the longest time, the most watched battles on YouTube were epic rap battles in history, right? And then like now you have this, which is like a shitty version of what we did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like no one can watch that shit and go, oh, these are bars. Like they're taking what Hollow's writing, they're taking what the Source is writing, and they're making it hella stupid and hella kitschy.
Put that shit
and
on
and,
YouTube
like,
Kids.
To be fair, okay, like those Thesaurus Hollow, all them, they didn't write, they coached.
No, exactly, because I talked to Carter about it, and Carter was telling me he like was coaching someone who was battling a little person, and like he had all these funny little person jokes, and they were like, I don't want to really use little person jokes. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's
at
like,
the last second, their manager could come in and be like, yo, they're not saying this, they're just gonna say
yeah,
this.
exactly.
And then, you know, you gotta do what the manager says.
So,
I
but
guess.
point being that like once again, the most popular version and the most viewed version of battle rap is this,
So
like,
not the greatest representation.
it's
of
a
what it truly
terrible
is.
representation. And it's not even, it's not only is it a terrible representation, it's a terrible representation of what we used to do.
Yeah.
So it's not even what we do anymore. Nobody does that. There's maybe like one fucking shitty bar in Hollywood, Florida that's still and Tourette's without regrets. But like there's no like that's like there's no places where
Shout out to
people
the
are doing
Metro.
like freestyle fucking rap battles. Like it's a dead art.
And I can see like why Diz got so pissed off, because I mean, that shit there's weeks of anticipation before a battle. You get to the fucking venue, you're fucking nervous. You got everybody up in your face because they finally get to see you. Then you're in there in the middle of like 100 or so people in the fucking circle, or on stage. You got the lights on you, and you got all this shit, and then it's almost like they're doing a satire of it and making fun of it. Like, look at these celebrities, and they can do it too.
Yeah,
Anybody
yeah,
can do it.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, you can't.
No,
you fucking
it's
can't.
so
do
much
that
fucking
shit.
different. Like you're in this like pampered version of what we're doing, where you're like in a green room and they're fucking feeding you fucking fine fruits and fucking truffles, and then
You're
you
like a
come out,
battle rap trust fund
like,
baby.
We're
Like,
we're like
outta here.
we're like sweating and like nervous and like fucking it sucks, and drunk fans are telling us that we're tight and we want to be left alone.
How come you don't battle Hollow?
It's
Motherfucker, has somebody been trying? That shit takes money, yo.
So it's basically like it's not a good representation of what we do, and I can see. And then Diz is out here promoting a movie, which I think is a much better representation of what we do. Still not a reality of what we do. But
And I can also see why he would get mad, because people at home are watching this and they think that's what the summation of battle rap is. Yeah. But they won't sit for fucking half an hour and watch a real fucking battle. They'll be like, oh no, this is. No, get the fuck out of here. Like, this is the real shit. You're on some bullshit that you're watching. And it's like, and to be honest, when in comparison, the contrast, that other shit's not that good.
It's really bad.
It's lackadaisical. It's fucking childish.
Yes.
And it's like, it's so, I mean, I don't mean to throw no shade, but even the shit that Method Man's got going on.
It's super embarrassing
It's
to have Method
it's
Man
a novelty.
there.
It's a novelty.
To have
of
Method
it.
Man there, who's like this well-respected entity in hip-hop, be like, all right, yo, here's the chick from One Tree Hill battling.
Yeah,
It's
by
just
all
like,
means,
God,
go get that bag. Go get the bag. But,
Yeah.
I mean, I laugh at that shit.
It makes me feel some type of way. But at the same time, like, it's like WWE fighters get paid more, entertainers get paid more than MMA fighters. Like, the same guy, like Brock Lesnar, will get paid significantly less money to actually fight a motherfucker than he will to pretend fight some motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
So is it a surprise to me that this is the popular and most viewed form of battle rap? No, not at all. The real thing is grimy, and fools don't want to see that. Just like fools don't want to see blood, and people get choked the fuck out, and pretty girls get their fucking, arms wrenched off. Like,
they want to see something
controlled. I love that shit. I
Yeah.
like, give me the raw shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's a
like,
good
it's
point.
not.
Yeah,
I'm not
something
mad.
morbid, If I can, have trouble sleeping that night, you did your job right,
I'm not mad at this because of that, right? Like, because to me in my head, I'm like, yeah. But nobody, it's like you said, like these fools aren't even watching real battles. So nobody, even if they think this is what real battle rap is, they don't even know what real battle rap is. So it's not like, no skin off my fucking back. You know what I mean? Like, but apparently, Disaster said James Corden called him. They had a phone conversation. and that he's no longer. I don't know. He didn't say he's no longer. Should I pull up the tweet? I don't want to fucking.
James Corbin called him on his cell phone.
I'm not putting any fucking. I'm not putting words in Disaster's mouth. That's what I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna
pull
do.
it up.
That's not what I. That's what I'm not gonna do on the internet.
No, not at all.
Megaton said.
Oh shit!
Oh man, he tweets so much stuff. I'm never gonna.
Hey,
find
this is the homie though. Like he, and the thing is with like this is people tend to think like he is trying to grab and get attention. It's like no, this fool lives that shit.
Yeah,
that fool feels
I will
so
say
passionate,
that.
you know
I will
what
say
mean?
that.
Like, this has pissed him off for a long time to the point
Yeah.
where he couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
And like and people who are like oh, you're trying to like.
It's certainly not for
bandwagon.
attention.
No, not at all.
He is upset.
He's felt like this for a long fucking time. He just can't. That's the person Diz is. He bottles shit up, and then when he can't take it anymore, he fucking explodes. And I agree with him right here. You know,
Yes,
it's kind of hard for me to not agree with him.
I mean, he has every right to talk about it too.
It's his-
He's like
he give it-
arguably
put everything
the biggest
into it, you
figurehead
know?
in battle
battle
rap.
rap,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
if anybody has a right to speak on something that's like
it should be him. He's entitled to that.
Yeah, he's entitled to his opinion, 100%. So yeah, he has every right to say what he thinks about the show. You know, and this is what he thinks.
This is what he said. He said, yes, there's been a lot of buzz surrounding my statements to James Corden of Drop the Mic, but James took the initial steps of fixing this by calling my phone and establishing a dialogue, so I won't be adding any further comments till we move forward. Thank you. So, I assume like they made some kind of arrangement.
Yeah, it seems like they came to an agreement of some sort. Hopefully, it's a good one.
Hopefully it's one. This is what I said. If I was Disaster, and I was in a position to, because I was a figurehead of battle rap, and James Corden's fucking calling me because I'm making comments about him and fucking. I would, if that was my life, and I was on the phone with him, I would say, hey, I'd like to see these battlers that are responsible for this content on the fucking television, not just like in a clip on YouTube that a few thousand people see that the show puts out on their fucking channel or whatever, but like dedicate 2 minutes of fucking the broadcast to shining a light on the fucking people that are writing the bars to make these fucking battles happen. Maybe that would be appropriate. Maybe that would be like a way to fucking pay homage to the actual form of fucking battle rap. Since you have them there. They're there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Who knows what he fucking asked for? You know what I mean? Maybe he asked to battle James Corden, and then
that'd be so.
Woo!
James Corden
Even
in
better.
the car while they're doing karaoke,
and then Disaster's just like fucking grabbing him and shit, screaming in his face.
Yo, they should do
Queen
that.
flips him.
All right, James, is it Corden or Corbin?
Corden.
He should pick like two battle rap verses, like from a battle rap or from like a diss track, and then like Diz should pick two from like a diss track, and they should just karaoke that shit. Diz is gonna pick like fucking real Compton City G's and like hit him up, and then James Corbin will pick like I Saw the Sign.
I'll tell you
bullshit.
what. I don't trust chubby people that are millionaires. Like,
No,
you
not
have
at
all
all.
that money,
You're
man.
fat.
Like, go get some fucking
You're fat,
surgery
bro.
on, or get a fucking personal trainer or whatever,
Yeah.
man. Like, come on.
Damn.
Man.
Do a keto
Piece
diet.
of shit.
It's pretty good.
Damn, let's
Piece of
go.
shit. You got all that money and you still eat
Yeah.
McDonald's fries, you piece of shit. I can see it. You see that shit under your
shit.
fucking. That shit right here. That's McDonald's fries right there. I mean, that shit ain't from fucking.
And you can't say
that shit ain't from truffles.
You can't say you party and you be drinking because you ain't got a gut like that. It's all from the rib cage, your diaphragm up.
Yeah, he's
It's,
got a lot of tit.
That's all sugar, bro.
He's got a lot of tit for. All right, okay. So that's Disaster versus James Corden. I hope you guys like it. LOL Diz picking on fat guy for not being into battle rap.
Oh yeah, word.
Yeah, that's great.
Next, we could talk about just events that have been going down, bubbling up.
Yeah.
Just want to plug
You've
SM8.
been in all the shit.
SM8, we filmed it 2 weeks ago in London. The VOD is still available, watchbattlelive.com.
Mm-hmm.
So far, until this point, that is the best event of the year by a good margin, I would say. All the battles are incredible. It has almost everything you would want from a battle event. Has funny performances, has great performances, has fucking tension, has a myriad of battle rap personalities in it, has classic battles. Every single battle is an 8, I would say. That event I give a 9.5 out of 10, if not a 10. So go get the VOD. It's watchbattlelive.com. Summer Madness 8. It's fucking incredible. But then last night I filmed Shots Fired Chronicle, and that was B-Dot and Geechee Gotti teaming up for a 2-on-2 for the first time against Marv 1 and Quest McCody.
Oh, it was Marvin Quest.
No
yeah,
shit.
It was Marvin Quest.
Fantastic fucking battle. I'm still working with them. There was a pay-per-view. I didn't do the pay-per-view.
I don't mean to interrupt. This was last night?
Yeah, last night in San Diego.
Shit.
I didn't do the pay-per-view, so I can't really comment on like how it's being handled. All I know is that I'm trying to like funnel people to them so they can do a VOD, which also I'm not doing. They didn't hire me for it, so I'm trying to make this work as much as possible. Hopefully they get their stuff on track and they get a VOD out, because that battle is fucking amazing. So go tweet Shots Fired that you want to see a VOD for Geechee Gotti and B-Dot versus Marvin Quest. It's a very, very, very good battle. Seeing B-Dot and Geechee team up was fucking amazing, and I would say they have chemistry together. They're like a really good 2-on-2 team. I know, like in this day and age, 2-on-2, and it's funny that we're talking about that with all the climate that's going on Twitter, people trying to downplay Thesaurus and Ilmac's accomplishments as a 2-on-2 team.
Yo, so that was, what did John say? He's like, these fools battled in front of 10 people, and you guys are calling them the best? Yo, when has the audience ever made up the quality of the battle? Can I just, does that mean I can go and be like, oh man, Mook and Lux battled in front of 13 people in a video store. That battle ain't shit, right? Like, look at how many classic URL battles happened in front of fucking 10 people in a video store. Shut the fuck up, John.
Iron versus Shirt and Tie. A fucking barbershop.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking fire.
Iron
Come
and
on
Math.
now.
Iron and Math happened at Fat Beats. But
exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
R.I.P. to Fat Beats.
So in this
and they all happened around the same time. So it's hella funny is that like those guys get credit for those battles being classic, but somehow fucking winning 100 fucking 2-on-2s over the course of 4 years is like doesn't mean no fucking thing.
Not only that, but if y'all go watch like the Fresco's documentary, like they go into depth, like, yo, they had these fools spazzed out on like Red Bull and like, carb loaded them for 8 hours at a time. Little Caesars and Red Bull, and like made them battle like 12 times in a fucking 8-hour period. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all ain't doing that shit.
Twice in one day, and then do the same in the finals. Wait, 3 times I think in the finals. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Thesaurus and Ilmac are goats.
You never had to throw your hat on the rooftop in Vegas.
How were Marvin Quest? Because Marvin Quest
did fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Good, because they gave us a fucking lackluster ass performance, man.
They did great against B-Dot and Geechee. But what my point was about Geechee and B-Dot, especially with what everybody's bringing up that I think people might be missing about how amazing Thesaurus and Ilmac are, which is my whole point about why they should be regarded as maybe the greatest 2-on-2 of all time, is they not only did what you guys were talking about, is beating a tremendous amount of people in a day, but they also created styles that people replicated for like a year, the next year, because it worked. It was a winning format. And
we used to call
there's nobody
people
like that now that's making styles as a 2-on-2 team besides K-Shine and DNA. They but all I'm not trying to downplay, but what they did was they upped their performance and they worked good together. Their chemistry is amazing together. So people are like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do as a 2-on-2 team. Have chemistry together, like the Source and Ilmac had, like Marv 1 and Quest McCody had. So B-Dot and Geechee had hella chemistry together. So that was kind of my point, is that they work really well together. And I think this day and age, a lot of people are like, man, we should have a 2-on-2 with fucking Goods and Jack Boy Maine. I like both them.
Yeah.
Both them at the same time. Cool. You know, it's like I like waffles and pancakes.
Yeah.
No, not even worse. Like I like ice cream and steak.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go. It don't go together. And like the thing that is like Avo said, like the chemistry. Yeah. And like chemistry, that's like 85% of the performance right there. If you have
especially 2-on-2.
Right. You look at like old shit, like the punchlines that Pete and like Greg had like back in the day. Like today, they still hold weight. I could hear those. You got so many gay traits you can't even keep a straight face. That still hits today.
Yeah.
Like, come on now.
It's
like,
a total
that's just
like
timeless.
it's a total like cheesy gay bar, but it's also like has all the makings of like a bar that you would
Well,
fucking
okay.
dance for today. Because
Exactly,
it's like
yeah.
it's got the double meaning, and it's
They
like
also-
it's not a simile, it's not a like or as. You
They
know, what
also
I mean?
were going off each other's schemes and continue each other's schemes, which is the fucking
Yeah.
epicenter of what every 2-on-2 team does
from
today,
now on.
even
Yeah.
on URL stages.
Yeah.
So I would go as far as to say
Yeah.
Ilmac and Pete birthed that style that everybody's using
they,
nowadays.
They did, because if you look at like Piff James and Hami Hum, they had two completely different styles.
Yeah, it was like you
And-
go, I go, you go, I go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it worked up until a certain point, but then
Yeah.
when you saw somebody who, when you saw two people who perfected that, when you see Hami Hum and Piff James versus Ilmac and Thesaurus, you're like, oh, okay, there's a
Yeah.
there's a level to the shit.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And that level is still something to adhere to today in a 2-on-2. Not necessarily like the lyrical content,
Yeah.
but the way it's structured and like and your prerequisite to even get into that battle, you gotta have that, because if you don't, it becomes novelty.
Yeah.
You know? And it's
Yeah,
like nobody wants to see Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. I mean, I would love to see them team up and like fight some motherfuckers, but it's not gonna happen because it doesn't work. There's no chemistry there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a lot of people never would have thought that me and Caustic would have made a good team, but like we kicked
Y'all
it.
lit that shit. I
But
was
we
there
hang
that
out all the
night.
time, so it's like
Yeah.
it's a
Oh,
no.
man.
It's
Yeah.
not hard when you hang out with someone all the time to figure out like where to get in, where you fit in. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like so, it's way more likely to see friends team up in battle than just like two dudes that are fucking good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you might not even you might and not like cats might not be your favorite, but the way their chemistry is together is amazing.
Yeah, like I mean, DNA and K Shine. Like I think that K Shine obviously is doing fucking incredible this year, and they're both very amazing battlers individually. But I think them as a team sometimes might be stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them
Yeah, yeah.
individually.
Yeah.
So it's like that point proves what you're saying.
Because I think they're both guys that are fucking amazing in spurts. So like
Yeah.
you get two guys that are amazing in spurts, then
Yeah.
they're just going boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
Yeah.
I think DNA is someone will always have a bar or two in a round where you're like, what?
Holy,
You know what I mean? Where So like, there's less of that if there's not,
Yeah.
like,
And because like he comes, I mean, like he was what, like 16, 17 when he started battling.
Yeah,
Was
he's
his
young,
first-
super
his
young,
first
yeah.
battle. And then you got K Shine, who came a couple years later, and you have somebody who is from the original era of when battle rap first started going around the globe via internet, and then you got somebody who saw that coming up and then was like, I can do this shit too. And they took elements of that and they made their own thing. And then when you literally have like two generations that like have now molded together. And I mean, man, that's nasty. K-Shine
Yeah.
and fucking and DNA
So
are nasty.
let's talk about the new addition to NWX then. 'Cause
Okay, that leads in. So yeah, shout out Shots Fired. Go tell them you want to see that 2-on-2. Geechee and B-Dot did amazing. Marvel and Quest did also amazing.
Bang.
So today, I really haven't been watching like the blogs and stuff. I try to kind of get away from gossip a lot, but this is news because there are groups in battle rap. NWX is right. NWX.
Mm-hmm.
So that's K Shine, DNA, Big T, and now New Jersey Twerk got added to NWX. If you guys aren't privy, New Jersey
left Rain
Twerk
out, huh?
is the
just
best
go
battle
leave Rain
rapper out
out.
right now. No, I'm kidding, but he's my personal favorite, to be honest, at the moment.
He's pretty damn.
He's
Wild entertaining.
He's
Yeah.
already in another crew called the Goonies, and they're from the DMV, and that comprises of largely other people, but the main factors are Jackboy Maine, Glueasy, Ryda, and New Jersey Twerk. There's other members as well.
Okay.
So forgive me if I left you out. So do you want to watch the announcement video? Or
Yeah.
should we just talk about it?
Let's watch the announcement
Yeah,
because
that's
it's
cool.
super funny. We can
All
talk
right.
over it too because it's funny. They filmed it themselves, obviously.
All right, so this dropped on K-Shine's
no
channel.
stabilizer.
If you guys aren't already subscribed,
Just holding the cell phone, pinching that cell phone.
Circa 2007, shit.
go sub to K-Shine's.
All that jewelry, no
Make
stabilizer.
sure you got to put on the headphones.
yep.
But yeah, we're gonna watch this this young announcement.
Electrifying performances.
WX, nigga, let it spray. I ain't even trying to talk to him. I St. Louis the clip. I mean, I arc through him. Leave his chest blue. Tony Stark's through him.
Who's doing
Hole
the
so
voiceover
big.
of my
Fuck around and
question?
walk through him.
The most unexpected, unauthorized unorthodox style
With all
renegade.
that Google gaga, nigga aim at his noodle pasta. Turn to lasagna, rocker. Pull off with the smoothest posture, pasta. Do the cha-cha.
That's not the cha-cha.
Lyricism elevates to a
Oh, Rain is in it.
That's what I said. I said you're just gonna leave Rain out. So
Sorry. Shout out Rain. Yo, if Rain ever comes back to battle, that will be fucking incredible. He's so fucking fire, man.
towering with views of some of the most memorable moments in battle rap history.
The voiceover is killing me.
Hell no! Get that the fuck out of here!
One of the most fucking famous moments ever.
Look at that hat! Get that the fuck out of here! You thought I was gonna lose? Get
Smoke the fuck out of here.
Yo, my favorite part is he smacks Mike right here. Watch. He smacks the mic out of his hand.
Oh shit.
See that?
Yeah.
Smack is like, get off!
Yo.
God.
Three angles that disables the ability of any
Oh, you forgot. Did you say
opponent.
T-Top?
Oh, I didn't say T-Top. I didn't know he was in NWS.
up in the ring like Scott Hall. Hey, Scott Hall.
That's the thing, though. Like, honestly, you know, like, even me being so involved in battle rap, I, like, lose track of who's in who because I thought T-Top was in Cave Gang. So, he's in two different crews. Like, I don't know. The cruise thing, to me, it's cool. I like it.
Homie.
But at the same time, it's
Homie.
kind of
No,
like...
it's not.
It gets crisscrossed and I
Avocado.
get confused.
That's fun of you. It's nice of you to say that. It's cool, but it's not fucking cool, dude. Like where I'm from, if you're in a fucking crew, like you're in a fucking crew.
Yeah.
And that's your
That's
fucking
like ride or die
boys
shit, like, you're gonna
forever.
die for it,
It's
or
not like
you're
some
gonna go to
fools you
jail
fucking
someday,
met on
like-
the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
this,
Well, I think they're trying
this is
to,
more
like-
like Clueless.
I think they're trying to
At least
be
get Silverstone
more like
clicks.
more like wrestling. I think it's trying to be like
Yeah,
more of a
yeah.
wrestling.
I get
thing,
that.
you know?
It's an entertainment thing.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
And that
Yeah.
makes perfect sense, and it's clearly doing its job. But like, watch what this turns into. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Scott Hall. Chico, stay in your home.
Dude, T-Top killed this battle.
Edge on Razor the Mall.
Ooh, chale.
And now, for the newest and
This fool's looking all
only
concerned in the
DBD.
back.
Y'all ready?
I'm strapped in. I'm ready to go. Madness. I can smell it.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah. I don't know who that was, but he clearly never had to warm up for a fight before.
It was that was
New Jersey Twerk. So
Oh,
Twerk is
okay.
in NWX.
Nice.
Fucking
That's a good
huge
fight.
group, super group of battle rappers. It's big news. Big news.
Well, this is why I'm saying watch what this turns into, right? Like this was the response from.
Okay, so as I was saying, he's in another crew called the Goonies, and that's what he's kind of known for, is being part of the Goonies. And the Goonies is comprised of a lot of great guys, and especially that low-life thug, Jack Boy Maine. So he fucking responded to this announcement. This just dropped today, I think. But this is his response.
Let go. You ready? Hung up? Yeah. Y'all ready?
That's right
So
in the
look,
cut.
this how this finna go down. This how we finna put this down. You know what I'm saying? See, we finna run it like this. I want all of y'all to understand this right here. It's Goonies forever. Fuck NWX. Make sure y'all spread this to my bro Twerk. Put this to him. Yo, bro, I love you from the bottom of my heart. But bro, you got 59 hours to choose. It's either the Goonies or NWX, bro. We not doing both. You got 59 hours, bro. Like, we fam, bro. Like, I love you to death. But we not doing that. Like, we gonna fuck with these goofy niggas, bro. Holla at me. Call us, bro. We waiting on you, bro. Let's get back to how this shit supposed to be.
Ryder bounced. Where's Ryder? Yo,
So he said tripping.
I frux with that. So he basically checks him and he's like,
Yeah.
yo, you're a part of Goonies and nothing else.
Yeah,
man.
You got a time limit or else you get the green light, God.
Man, he said
oh
59
my God.
Makes it hella
That's super
entertaining,
accurate.
man.
59?
That's a very specific.
This
ass
thing,
amount of
it
time.
is.
This is all supposed to be entertainment, right? And this is making it really entertaining for sure. So, and if not, honestly, it's kind of cool because if Twerk does go back to the Goonies, they can do Goonies versus NWX.
Ah, yeah.
Have
That'd
a
be
good
tight.
old, have a
I
good
like the, I
old-fashioned
like
4-on-4.
the fucking the Cruise versus Cruise, like
Yeah.
they were talking about LSC versus Jersey, and I like that. I think that's like kind of a new thing in battle rap that hasn't been explored yet, is like these like groups of people.
Well, and if you
against the
have
people.
fucking that many people on each team, you could legit set up a whole fucking event.
Yeah,
right.
It's
One-on-ones.
exactly.
You have a main event and then like an undercard.
Yeah.
And then like initially like crew versus
RBE
crew.
already kind of did this with Team Hami versus Writers Block back in the day, and
well,
it was judged too.
the fucking Premier League is like an organized version.
Yeah.
It's like where they're
it's a
like
grander version. You're
yeah,
right.
it's like organized. Because in the funny thing about the Premier League, or the more accurate thing about the Premier League, is that it's regional. So like the people who battle on teams are like,
I'm from Manchester.
Yes,
You're,
exactly.
you're representing where the fuck you hail from.
Exactly.
This isn't like association over the internet.
That
this
makes
is where you
fucking
resonate
sense.
at.
So like, what I would love to like take a BOTZ team to the Premier League. You know what I mean? Like that would be tight, because it would be like Bay guys or San Jose guys or even BOTZ guys like coming to another country. At least we'd all be unified in going against these guys who are all from a different fucking country.
Yeah.
Versus like, I think you're tight, homie. And even, you know, I may live in fucking, you know, the Bay, and you live in fucking New York, but let's say that we're in a fucking crew together.
And the thing is like BOTZ isn't like regional just to just fresh coast. Like there's people flying out to come out here. To
I mean, we have
you
there's
got
a
people
lot of
across
dudes,
the map.
There's
who
a
are
lot of
bots.
people who are straight up like, they're like, I would identify them as a BOTZ battler that are not from fucking California. You know what I mean? So like, that's cool. It's nice that that's the case, but it's still like we're a group, right? So like if we went somewhere else, we'd be a group, and there'd be a reason why we'd be a group, not beyond the fact that fucking they're just dudes that think the other dudes rap type. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
What Jack Boy's saying makes sense to me. Like, homie, you're in our fucking crew. Like, especially if I don't like, you don't give me a fucking phone call and I find out from from K-Shine's YouTube account that you're not in my crew anymore. Like, oh man, I don't know if I'm cool with that shit. You know what I mean? But
and like, granted, it's not like real like street shit. I mean, but like when you say you're gonna like roll with a clica, like you fucking, you don't jump like that.
It's real
over like
all this
some
shit
notoriety.
is
like
the rap shit isn't real street shit, right? But shit is what it is fucking who is perpetrating it, right?
Yeah.
So if it's a bunch of street motherfuckers saying they're a crew, then it's some street shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just, it seems like the Goonies is like some cats that kick it together, that rap together, and NWX is like this battle rap super group. It feels like there's a very different vibe on both of them. Like one is a what I would more traditionally consider a group of people who live in the same region, who rap together and have similar ideals, and then maybe even conduct business together fucking outside of battle rap. I don't know. That's what crew shit means to me. But then on the other end, it's like purely for entertainment. It's all about like linking up with the best battlers on the planet and like you said, it's like a wrestling vibe. So it's hard for me to be like, this is right and this is wrong, because the wrestling shit makes perfect sense too, man. Like, this is entertainment. They're getting fucking money.
Exactly.
But then at the same time, it's like
the Goonies, they do seem like that's their like homies and shit. So they hang out
off camera. They're a real like they kick it. You know?
This is
I always see Ryder and I feel like Ryder and Jack Boy Main are like best friends. I've seen them at like fucking events, like dancing to the same song. Like they're fucking kick it all the time. Like they're close friends and shit. So
I would just say that this is a case of like the entertainment side of battle rap kind of clashing with the fucking street side of battle rap. Whereas like there's always going to be this element of like, we're crew and fucking like,
where's your loyalty lie?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that
like,
shit.
Well, who are you really riding with? Because you can't say like, say you're riding with a certain group of people for some time, and then out of nowhere you're like, oh yeah, this group of people now accept me, so I'm riding with this, and it's like, hey fool, what about the people who were with you before anything popped off?
And the thing is that, I mean, this form of battle rap specifically is predicated on its fucking connection to the street shit. Like, it is street shit, right? Like, so like, it's funny that it's hard to be in that world doing those battles and be like, nah, but this is just entertainment. You know what I mean? These are just we're not a crew, you know what I mean? We just like rap together because we're highly good rappers and shit. But at the same time, everything you're promoting is like street shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you kind of blur between the lines.
Exactly.
Like, you can't on some real street shit. You can't be blurring between the lines. You need to make shit very clear. And like with this in essence, I mean, it's battle rap, you know, and it's like
It's always just going to be entertainment. It's not going to be like at the end of the day, like motherfuckers say they're going to shoot each other to their face and then
at the end of the day, they're at the bar together. And Dakota Sky's trying to suck their dick.
Yeah, there's nothing street about that shit at all. But like clearly these dudes live lives outside of that shit, right? And they may be more fucking closely connected to the actual reality of what they're fucking rapping about or whatever. So like it's just a situation where I think the lines get blurred.
Yeah.
And it sucks for Twerk because I could see Twerk being a fucking awesome addition to NWX. Makes perfect sense as far as like him being like this powerhouse battler who it has like skyrocketed in popularity over the last year and like has all of like a unique style, all of the hallmarks that would make him like something that would fit in with the NWX guys perfectly. You know what I mean? So, like, it sucks that he was in another crew to begin with, because it would have been nice if he could have just been in NWX. And but at the same time, like you said, man, NWX versus Goonies would be tight.
Dope.
Yeah, it would be really fucking sick.
Yeah, word. But yeah, that's interesting, to say the least. But shout out everybody in both respective crews. Huge fans of both. Twerk vs. Arsenal was fucking amazing. But yeah, let's also, still speaking on news within battle rap, we got this written down, Decade. So King of the Dot, new event, Decade, celebrating 10 fucking years of King of the Dot.
Yes.
Big fucking news. Shout out Organic, shout out everybody at King of the Dot, shout out L.
Oh, that's fucking Liam. That's the Irish Rasta right there.
Yo, Irish Rasta, what up? I've been to this waterfall, dog. I've been to Iceland too.
He never gets to watch the episodes live because we're always on a fucking fucked up time where he lives. So he's finally getting to catch one.
Irish
That's
Rasta,
my guy.
thank
And you got a video question on here, dude. Yee. So Decade, the two events that are the two battles that they've announced so far, Head Ice versus Chilla is the title match, right?
Yeah, Head Ice versus Chilla.
And then the other one is Cortez versus Passwords. Holy fucking shit, that's a gnarly battle. Oh, what? You're gonna fucking crack a Coca-Cola, my guy? Look at that little dainty ass.
I'm in rare form.
That's not even a real Coke, man.
I got this for mixers.
Look, it's only 90 calories, homie.
So yeah, that's what I'm drinking. It's only 90.
You'll be
Goes
okay.
straight to my hips, bro.
You'll be okay.
But yeah, Head Ice versus Chilla Jones, title match. Fucking awesome. Chilla Jones has been doing great at King of the Dot, so he's definitely a title contender.
Yeah.
That's going to be an amazing matchup. Decade is in Toronto. It's going to be live on pay-per-view December 9th. And then the second matchup they announced is Pass versus Cortez. Woo! Two of the best rappers in battle rap. Yeah. So that's going to be a fucking hell of a battle.
Let's just say flat out, like, all of us think Password's gonna win. And that's because we're fucking really biased, dude.
Biased
we're
as
super
fuck.
fucking biased people.
Okay.
But let me just say, Cortez, fucking amazing. He's awesome. He always fucking disappoints us when we think he's one of our guys is gonna fucking lose to him. So like he has that going for him. And he's a fucking super cool dude. I get along with the guy a lot. So it's usually much easier for me to root against the people that Passwords are battling. But I'll find a way, Cortez. I'll find a way.
I'm one of those people that I'm one of the very, very few that thinks Pass beat Moneybags. I still think
There you go. Never mind. So you already know. So you know what it is.
Oh, no. I second that shit.
Oh,
right?
go,
I
Lucho,
second
let's
that
go.
shit, okay?
Drake Bush beat Pusha T.
I don't know how many.
Okay, I don't think any of that shit, guys, just so you know. I love Pass, and I watched him lose one time.
He's guilty by association.
When Pass said before 1OK, I beneficial, like, get the fuck out of here.
It's like, you're about to rat-a-ta.
Get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody fucking with Pass. Like,
but Cortez has battled some of the best battle rappers in the world on King of the Dot.
Yes, that is
this
true.
This fool has battled Holohan, Disaster, Big K, B-Dot,
Head Ice.
Sharon, Head Ice, dude.
Give Caustic some.
That's it.
Caustic as well, yeah.
Did he battle Caustic?
He did battle Caustic, yeah.
On URL?
No,
I mean,
King of the Dot.
King of the Dot.
Yeah, remember?
Oh, and Battle of the Bay 6. Yeah, so Cortez's
did a whole
fucking
roundabout
resume.
his dick.
Jean jackets and all.
Cortez's resume in King of the Dot is fucking wildly impressive.
Yeah.
And most of those battles he did in enemy territory, too.
Yeah.
So he battled B-Dot in LA. He battled Disaster in LA.
Caustic
Caustic
in
Oakland.
In Oakland.
Yeah, in Oakland, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't afraid to come to your city, and like that's what I respect the most. Is like he'll come to your neck of the woods and he'll flaunt his shit. And you can't do nothing but respect that.
Hell yeah. So that's gonna be a fire battle, man.
And Decade is in Toronto?
Decade is in Toronto.
Alright.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, man. It's at the same venue that Gully vs. Gannick 2 was at. It's gonna be in a pit format. So shout out that.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of pits. You know that. So
Pits is the best.
Yes.
That's gonna be fire. It's like a mega event in pit format. I hope they kind of limit the amount of tickets being sold so people don't like buy tickets. They're like, I can't see. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a pit format, dog.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you need to be
Well, they
all
always
up in the
do,
element.
They always do the razors, don't they?
The risers, they don't do that at this venue. The ceilings
no?
are like hella low. You
Oh,
couldn't
I
see it if
see.
you wanted to.
Okay.
But yeah, Decades can be amazing. Shout out King of the Dot, Chandler Jones versus Head Ice for the title. Pass versus Cortez.
That's
and
December 16th.
December 9th.
9th?
And, and what you were going to say, December 15th is Smack Volume 3.
Okay, there we go.
VIP pay-per-view only event, and there is some crazy matches on that card being announced very soon. Also, the next announcement for Decade is going to be probably in the next couple days when I get around to editing it. So, and it's fucking crazy. So, Battle Rap is in good hands, my friends. We got Ruin Your Zay the next weekend, Decade the next weekend, Smack Volume 3. What the fuck are you doing with your December?
Come on
You're
now.
watching Battle Rap, man.
Netflix ain't got shit on this shit. Come on now.
Man, thank God
Let's
I got
go.
fucking Avocado filming my event, or else I guarantee one of those motherfuckers would be throwing their shit the same day as me.
There is. There's 2 other events the same day.
Yeah,
No shit.
P&R is doing an event the same day.
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
Yeah, weren't even got, then there's 3, my friends.
Huge the PR. Okay, there's
But
4
P&R's
events.
is at night, which is kind of nice, because
Okay.
ours is like 2 to
So,
8.
yeah.
This is all going down December 1st. So Ruin Your Zay is going down with Source vs. Remedy. Premier Battle Leagues in London is throwing their battle with Soul vs. Ilmac.
Not a VOD and 8 hours apart from us, so there's no way you could fucking watch both of them at the same time.
And then also, it's not a league, but Rap Grid is doing an event in Atlanta with A-Word versus Carter Deems, Rum Nitty versus Nestle, Chef Trez versus Bricks Belvedere.
Wow.
So that's all happening on the same day. So potentially you
Did
could do this.
they know that we're doing a free event that day? Because they're
I mean, the thing
dummies,
is
man.
nobody fucking talks to each other. I talk to everybody, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be over here. So if I'm over here, I'm not gonna be over there.
I'm gonna be
So
over here free, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be over here free.
If you want me
I
to
think
be
a large
filming.
part of it too is like
What are they charging for that shit? What are they? What you charging, Rap Grid? Guarantee it ain't $5. Oh,
I think it's a money thing because you have Thanksgiving, then after that you got Black Friday, and then Cyber Monday.
we just all need our
and
money.
Then
We're
you
just
got,
all trying to get paid before Christmas.
Well, only that.
all the leagues are just trying to get. Come on, man! I need to fucking.
But if you look at
PlayStation 4.
if you look at flights like first week of December, a lot of them are pretty fucking good. And I think that might have something to do with it too, just scheduling and dealing with shit.
Even though there's 3 events, guys, you guys can pretty much do this. So the first event is in London. You can watch that probably after everything because it's not live. It's gonna be on VOD.
It'll be VOD.
So the Atlanta event you could probably watch first if you want to purchase it, or if you're light on cash, you can watch Ruin Your Zay. It's free. Or you could watch the Atlanta event first and then Ruin Your Zay because it's like pretty much they're
3 hour
gonna
difference.
happen in sequence. The London event, the Atlanta event, Ruin Your Zay.
Yeah, the
So-
best one's gonna be last for sure.
The crescendo.
You want to end on the highest note, right? So you get Thesaurus in there versus Remy D. Avocado's filming.
God.
I'm in front
so
hosting,
fucking good.
telling everybody to suck my dick because this is the best league on the planet Earth. With a fucking hard-ass belt on my fucking waist. Let's go.
Let's go. It's gonna look amazing too. I'm definitely pulling out some stops for this. So tune into that. But yeah, as far as battle rap news, I think that pretty much wraps it all up.
Yeah, man. Hey, I love that you and Tasha Baby T got a news show.
Ruin Your News, yeah. Tune in every Thursday, except for this Thursday. Tune in probably tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Because I'm going out of town on Thursday. Unless you wanna tune in on Thanksgiving and watch me do news with my fucking family.
Yeah.
But I am gonna do a watch with my mom.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
do a watch
fire!
together, yeah.
Oh,
What
that's
battle are you gonna watch
awesome.
with your
I
mom?
don't know. I was thinking maybe like fucking Twerk versus Sugar.
Oh no, you're gonna talk crazy ass battle
I'm
with your
kidding.
mom?
But no, my
that's-
mom is a fan of battle rap. Her favorite battler is Thesaurus.
Of course.
And she likes Ilmac. She doesn't like Disaster.
She just doesn't don't like him. I just don't like that guy. Kyle, I don't like him.
Has she seen any caddy battles?
Yeah, she has.
Yeah?
She's watched a lot of pay-per-views.
Really?
Yeah, she buys them, like almost all of them, and watches them. She
wow.
just buys them and doesn't even tell me. I'm like, I would just hook you up, Mom. Just tell me. But yeah, like I was thinking maybe Carter versus Cheddar Cheese, like a wholesome battle, you know?
Yeah.
And then maybe a street battle.
Softball.
So you gotta work her up. You gotta show her 3 battles. So like Carter versus Cheddar. Then you gotta show her like Tantrum versus like Lopeshi, and then you bring her up to like a fucking modern one.
Yeah.
And then you give her some hard shit.
Yeah,
you give her some hard shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Some barking.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be going down this week. And yeah, I think that's all for the battle rap news. Also, just to kind of plug too, URL is gonna be dropping some shit Thanksgiving Day.
Ooh. A battle or?
It's gonna be incredible. Like, you guys are gonna love what's going on Thanksgiving Day for battle rap. It's gonna be fucking awesome. You guys are in for a treat.
Are they doing like one of those? All right, never mind. I'm not gonna guess because you're not gonna. I'm just sitting here. And guess.
Shit's getting released.
Are they gonna? Are they gonna? Fucking stupid.
But yeah, guys, Ruin Your Zay. Tune into it. Only free event going down December 1st.
Oh man, we do have one more super important fucking piece of battle rap news. Can you pull up that fucking Mr. Muggs video?
Oh yeah. Word. I think. Let me just double check that the screen's still
I just want to make sure that everybody needs.
Okay,
to know
we got a headphone up for this shit.
This is important.
So Mr. Muggs is a content creator. If you haven't, go subscribe to his channel.
Shouts out to Mr. Muggs.
Is this his channel, Snubnose?
Yeah, Snubnose. Shouts out to also to Nut Dog.
Nut Dog.
And just all the fucking all the greats from Crayon Flux to fucking Young Duck, everyone who's provided fucking fabulous entertainment for us over the years.
All right.
Okay. I'm already feeling it.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Look at it. Look how he's like going, ah.
Yeah. Staying alive, staying alive. It goes,
Look at this.
It goes, huh?
Dude, the way he had his mouth movement.
Got gully in the bank.
Oh my god! His mouth.
Alright.
Fire. Fucking fire. Dude, that line I remember was just so hilarious too. That battle was fucking incredible.
Iron Solomon.
Magic. That's fucking
Iron Solomon has got to be the best battle rapper to say the worst bars I've ever met in my life. Like,
he has some stuff that's definitely like a head scratcher. But the thing is, he did so much when he came back. I think it's bound to happen at some point, you know. Yeah. There's stuff too that like sometimes like you look down on it on paper, you're like, man, this is kind of fucking whack. But like when it's said, you're like, damn, that's kind of hard, you know. When it comes out of somebody's mouth, and then so it's just one of those things you don't really know until you try it out. But
I don't know. Sometimes you know, and sometimes I'm like sometimes I'm just looking at Iron Solomon like, how did you not know? Like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, is your butt what the Dot Mob wanted to crack at? I was like, dude, is that a fucking butt crack joke, Iron Solomon?
Wait, what battle was that?
That was Daylight. He was like, is your butt what the Dot Mob wanted to crack at?
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck?
Your dad would
He had
be
some
so
crazy fucking
mad
lines in
right
that.
now. Your dad wrote fucking Little Mermaid. How you not fucking up to par with
He
your
came
shit?
out the gate with that fucking I'm used to getting mad booze like line.
Yeah.
I thought that was fucking crazy, man.
Yeah,
that battle's fucking insane. Yeah, man, that's fucking hilarious. Go subscribe to Snubnose. Mr. Muggs?
Yeah, it's Mr. Muggs, man.
Mr. Muggs, yeah. Mr. Muggs did this. He's fucking hilarious. Shout out Iron Solomon, one of the fucking goats. Shout out B Magic.
Keep tagging us in this shit too, man.
Yeah.
Every couple of days I'll get a video or something super funny from Nut Dog or Mr. Muggs or somebody, and it's fucking
Nut Dog, follow the movement. They're the fucking best, man.
They make my day.
Jesus
All that shit
Christ.
makes my day. We got a video question from the Irish Rasta.
We just got one?
Yeah, we just got one.
All right. Irish Rasta, hopefully you're still in the chat.
He's here.
All right.
Liam didn't go nowhere.
Yo, DBD Show, it's your boy, Irish Rasta. Hopefully the audio's not too fucked up because this waterfall is loud as fuck. Yo, this is in Iceland. I don't know what the name of this waterfall is, but it's the second largest in Europe. But yeah, that's nothing compared to Niagara though. Quick question for you guys.
It is something compared to Niagara. That fucking waterfall. This isn't it. He didn't show you the biggest part.
Yeah, that's nothing compared to Niagara though.
But isn't like Niagara bigger?
Well, Niagara's also like falling apart.
Yeah.
And it's becoming a shit
But it's
show
mad,
lately.
and it's also man-made, and this is like a natural thing.
Niagara's man-made? I didn't know that.
Isn't it? Isn't it
It
like
might be. I have
isn't it
no
like
idea.
a dam? Well, it feels like when you're there,
Yeah.
it's like all fucking. There's like it's a waterfall.
No.
and then they
So
built
I believe the Niagara was created after the Younger Dryas, and it has to do with when you had the 2-mile sheets of ice that were going
so
across
smart.
Canada and the northern United States, and that's how it was created. You had literally millions and millions of gallons projecting as it was being melted by a meteor.
And they use it to power shit. That's
Yeah.
why they use it to power
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
They use the force of the waterfall to power shit.
Yeah,
That's why it
there's
looks like
generators.
there's
that
like
same-
structures that are around
the
it.
same
and
way
shit
like
that.
Japan uses typhoons and tsunamis. to
Iceland
use
uses
power
waterfalls
generators.
too.
Yeah.
Shout out Iceland, man. I went to Iceland. That's like by far the most beautiful place I've ever been. I want to shoot a battle.
Hey guys, we don't know shit.
Just in Europe. But yeah, that's nothing compared to Niagara though.
I guess it is.
Quick question for you guys. Just wanted to ask, what do you guys think is the value of intelligence in battle rap? You know, I was watching a bunch of the Soul Watches, and you know, you'd have 6 people in the room listening to his bars, and maybe one person, like usually Thesaurus, would get the bar. So is it worth putting in all that effort when a lot of the time it even actually gets a lot of your punchlines slept on? But yeah, what's your opinion on that? And shouts out for doing the show, guys. Can't wait to have you back on YouTube on regular. Peace.
Look, when like the majority of the audience has like a high school level education, like you.
Are you better off throwing softballs? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, like I mean, like don't try to talk to me about like quantum fixes. I want to talk about how much of a bitch this fool's mom is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But do it in an intricate way. You know what I mean? Yeah, paint a picture of how slum this motherfucker's life is, and like how much he like is inanimate to me as like a battle rapper. Don't try and fucking educate me, because I didn't go to school in the first place, and I'm not paying $10, $20, $25 to come here and get an education. I'm here to fucking watch somebody get decimated. I'm here to see somebody become less than who their opponent is. And that's what I'm there for.
I prefer some fucking like, I mean, I just don't want to. I feel like sometimes Soul is a perfect example of someone who I feel like is like, well, you're just trying to be fucking a smart guy now. You know what I mean? Where it's like there's the crafting of the bars is to an extent where it's like it's getting away from the power of, or like just having a powerful punch. You know what I mean? It's like the key. It's like more about having this like underhanded thing that like one person gets than it is having the big thing that 6 person gets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you in the sense that like I'd rather react to a bar than be like you know what I mean? Like I prefer, if I got a choice, it's over you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
That's a good point.
I mean, it's a fine line. Like you like you said, it's like you have to paint an intricate picture of this fool's mom being a bitch. You can't just, your mom just can't be a bitch. Like we did your mom's a bitch 10 years ago.
You got to be creative about it, you know?
But
That's
they
the
want
thing.
dumb shit in a creative way, right?
Yes.
Intelligence in a battle, I mean, isn't like that's just being creative, right?
Yeah.
Like for like an example, like Ilmax Third versus Big K. It's like it's very wordy. It's very like colorful, but I wouldn't be like that's the most intelligent. It's like that's like really creative.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah.
I don't really know how to describe like high intelligence in battle rap. Like, what would you guys think? You said
Okay, so
soul?
look, the big difference between what you're saying and what he's talking about as an example is that like Greg is painting a picture and you're with him the whole time.
Yeah.
Versus
You
like
didn't need to go to school to take classes to see what Greg's trying to tell you.
He's just
He's
setting up
what
this
would be
thing.
an example of like
Well, he's talking about like
alienating-
Soul saying a bar
yeah.
that you get, or that one person out of 6 people get because it's so intricate. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Maybe the reference is really fucking in depth. Like you're talking, instead of just talking about a show, you're talking about a character on a show. Like
Or
by
you find
name
a
or
balance
something like
between the two. You look at Ilmax Third Round versus Big K. There are say you turn that into a thesis or an essay. there are very few grammatical errors in that third round. It was very intelligent, but he wasn't trying to teach me shit. He was showing me something.
Yeah,
and he did it in an intelligent way.
Yeah.
And then you got people like fucking, I'm not gonna say no names, but yeah, you know what I mean? Because you already suck. But you got people who are out there like, oh man, I'm gonna fucking this and that and fucking this versus cannabis first round. He made fucking fun of that shit. Molecules. Nobody gives a fuck about how dense a fucking molecule is. They want to hear you be like, you fucking suck.
And it's
in a creative way.
It's a different like that whole. It used to be cool, right? Like it used to be cool to be the super like metaphysical smart guy, and I think that's what Disaster was saying specifically to the cannabis thing. Is like you're old, you're dated. This is like a dated style. So like, I think nowadays but we don't do like or as anymore. You know, we don't do fucking similes. Like you are the thing we're fucking talking about. There's a lot of like
even
little.
when you do, it's fucking it's more intricate.
We trimmed a lot of fat over the years of like what is like acceptable to the ear and what isn't. And now I think it gets to the point where people are trying to get you to be like, oh, later, like not get the bar the first time around and get the bar the second time around. And I feel like that's like pretentious writing.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
The funniest.
They're hoping for the replay value to like give them.
That's what I'm saying. Like writing for
don't do that.
Anybody who writes for the video instead of the audience.
Shuffle had a hilarious line. We just watched him versus Bullets and and Shuffle's like, "Oh, congratulations! You just alienated 85% of your target audience."
There you go. Like that shit. That
and I was
shit.
like, that's the funniest way of putting that because it's so hella true.
Being blunt,
exactly.
Something that's obvious to the viewer, you know.
Yeah. And that's the 100 Bullets is a prime example of someone who I felt like at times was trying to write for the video as opposed to the audience. Like trying to have you like be like, even if he didn't get the same reaction in the building, then when you watched it on the video, you'd be like, oh, whoa, there was all this other shit in there that I didn't get. To me, that doesn't have a whole lot of value. Like that's not like, I certainly never was trying to do that myself as a battler. I was always trying to get the biggest reaction in the fucking room. And even to a fault, like to the point where like I would lose battles on camera because I was doing the things that I knew would get big reaction in the room. You know what I mean? And sometimes that alienates you from the people who are watching on video because they'll be like, oh, he's just playing to the region or he's just playing to the audience or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I was always willing to make that sacrifice because to me, it's pretentious to be like, I'm going to write something so complex that only the people on the video are going to get it. That it's going to be so well written that you're going to have to watch it back to fucking think.
I'm along those lines too. I mean, obviously you've seen me on Watch. I'm like hella fucking dense. You know, like I don't like shit flies over my head 99% of the time unless it's like a dick joke or calling somebody F-bomb.
But again, we all just take
But that doesn't mean I don't like complex shit. But at the end of the day, I didn't really fall in love with hip hop to solve a puzzle. I fell in love with hip hop because it sounded cool, it fucking vibed with me well, and it was cool. It was people saying hella cool shit over beats, and it sounds like it sounds good. So when you're like, yeah, but the apex isn't intricate when it's inside of your mind.
Yeah.
And you're like, that was really a reference to Shakespeare and some obscure basketball player in 1981.
No one gives a fuck about the Globe Theater.
Yeah.
Well, there's also
you gotta
like,
make it easy for the rioters to connect with.
What's funny though is like Daylight does a purposeful it's almost like he's making fun of the people who are doing that, like because he's like he does like the overwriting in such an intricate way that it becomes funny while he's doing it live. You know what I'm saying? But he's like he is like doing that like the apex in your mind ass bullshit, but it's the way he's doing it is like
he brings so many elements.
Y'all ever seen that one that he did on RBE that he starts rapping really fast and doing that and then he goes whole lot of nothing. He whispers it to his opponent and the crowd is losing their mind. And he goes whole lot of nothing.
That's the best.
And that's the thing. Daylight is fucking insanely. Daylight is insanely intelligent. He purposely spells things wrong on the internet to fuck with people. Yeah. And he's like one of the smartest people I know. You know how I do VFX? He does VFX. Yeah, he knows how to fucking do VFX.
Yeah, and he taught himself.
Yeah. He's a smart kid from the hood. Like,
He's the William Costigan of the battle rap shit. He's not gonna let you know how much he fucking knows. He's just gonna let you know he's playing with you.
And he's definitely like playing that game of like the overwriting, like for the video, like. But he's doing it in such a purposeful and in like with so much intention that it's funny while it's happening live, so it doesn't feel like it's like that pretentious like fucking slap in the face kind of fucking shit.
I feel like he's somewhere in a closet reading Machiavelli, The Prince, and Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power on like a daily basis.
Fucking crazy ass Daylight. And then there was something else I was gonna say too. Another example is someone who like plays that game, but just in general, I think that like. Battling has evolved to a point that there was a time for that. There was a time to be like overly wordy. There was a time to be overly simple, and now it's like it's like I always fucking compare battling to mixed martial arts because it's like one of the only other things I have reference for. But it's also something that like is 20 years young. You know what I mean? UFC, the first one was 25 years ago. Yeah, like last week, right? So like we watched this thing evolve from like. This sport where a bunch of different people come in with a bunch of different styles and then find out which ones will work the best, and then now 25 years later everyone does a little bit of everything, and that's how you be successful. Sound fucking familiar? It's a little bit like battle rap. We all came in with our own individual little styles, and then people seen like, oh, what the source is doing working, oh that's working, oh that's working, that's working, and then now it's an amalgamation of all that shit. So you have people being really wordy, but they're being fucking straight up at the same time, punchlines that are real flat, comic, people like Shuffle T who are just like saying sentences sometimes and stuff like that, but it all fits because it all works within this like accepted format of all these things that we've done right and wrong over the years. So I just think that was a thing that we did, was the overriding thing, like the right for the video thing. It was very reminiscent of the like innuendo period of battle rap when like those dudes were like at the top of the food chain of where it was like that. It was this like overriding like thing. That's what we did. And the shit just evolved beyond that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I don't battle anymore because I don't have to fucking constantly find new ways to reinvent myself. It was fucking exhausting. You know what I mean? To be like, okay.
Yeah. But you played like a staple in it, and like, and even what you were saying now is proof that like battle rap in itself as a subculture is still evolving. I mean, you have, if you look at the last couple 100 years, you have everybody is in a category and has a label on it. And then you take this one stance and you master that stance, and then you bring it to the public. Well, now today you have people realizing like that ain't the fucking game no more. You need to have aspects of everything in your elements in order to be successful. And you have today battle rappers, they start off with some real shit, then they have some comedic relief, then they give you some heavy ass bars, then they get personal with you, and at the end of the fucking 3 rounds you realize like, I just got smoked out by somebody who I've never even had a conversation with. You know what I mean? Because that person took every aspect of that culture, bring it to the modern era, applied it to themselves, and then just executed with their vibe.
The right way.
The right way.
The right way. Yeah. It's supposed to, is the right way is all this shit combined. And that's why like the dudes like New Jersey Twerk super successful is because he does all of the shit. You know what I mean? Anybody that you're seeing right now that's at the top of the game is because they're not relying on any one fucking facet of this thing. They're fucking doing all this shit. Guys.
True that. Shout out Irish Rasta. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, bro. He always asks the best fucking questions. And they're always from like a crazy part in the world too. He's the guy who sent us a question from.
You said that was where they filmed Prometheus at.
Yeah, that was the intro scene to Prometheus.
I have one more announcement I want to make before.
Okay, I'm just gonna shut the screen off.
Here, cool. I gotta grab something real fast. Okay. So fucking tell him something pretty
about it. Yeah, guys. Battle Rap is gonna be fucking lit for the next goddamn month.
Choo!
Fucking crazy. We got Ruin Your Zay, Decade, and Smack Volume 3 coming up.
And you're like involved in all of it. God,
filming every single one of them.
Jesus Christ.
And yeah, like I said, this week is Thanksgiving, but I'm going to be doing a watch with my mom. So tune in for that. And then, yeah, there's going to be a lot of announcements this week, and then battles dropping this week too. So.
All right, so check it out. We have 2 sponsors for Ruin Your Zay. The first sponsor is Grandpa's Cough Medicine, which is a THC syrup created by my friends at the Broccoli Barrel.
That's fire.
Oh, it's fucking awesome.
That's a Dumb and Dumber reference,
That's
yeah?
a play off of
Dumb and
Not
Dumber.
Your Father's
Shit.
Root Beer.
Yeah. Grandpa's Cough Medicine.
That's dope.
It's 600 milligrams of fucking pure THC mixed in with some super sweet syrup, a few different flavors. Pour that shit up, man. My personal favorite is the blue raspberry mixed with pineapple soda. Tastes like a goddamn fucking melted popsicle and just gets you so high. So that's one sponsor. The other sponsor, fucking bars, ladies and gentlemen. A fucking fire ass book. I think this is like the best story of battle rap that exists right now, because it's the story of battle rap that's told by the battle rappers, right? Like we all contributed to this shit. We all like talked to dude and fucking it's our words. It's not his words. It's just he put them in the order to create like the context to tell the story of like how this thing has evolved from, you know, where the WRCs to fucking, you know, this huge mega events at URL and where we are now. Big old fucking picture of Pete on the back. So what we're gonna do is
on some obey shit. That's fire.
Yeah, that's fucking tight. What we're gonna do is I'm going to leave this copy of Bars here. I'm going to sign this copy of Bars, and I'd like you to do the same, and then also encourage everybody who comes by.
Oh, cool. We're already doing that with
We'll do that with this one. So we're gonna sign this. We're gonna fill this up with signatures. We're gonna bring this back to Ruin Your Zay, get signatures there, and then the first episode of the Dirtbag Dan show, we're gonna give this book away.
Great.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So shouts out to Bars for
Ryan O'Leary
supporting the event. Ryan O'Leary is the man. This is a great book, and you should go buy this because this is another great way to support battle rap. This is
has everybody in it. Everybody from Smack, from Juice, from Supernatural, from Dose One, from Kevin Beecham to Drake to Ilmac Thesaurus, fucking Hollow the Dawn, Dirtbag, myself.
Yeah.
Everybody's in there. Directed the forward. It's fucking an incredible book compiled with so much cool info.
My favorite fucking quote in this book of my own is, at some point it just says Dirtbag Dan, and then it just says California is a fucking huge state. That's
a good quote.
Because it was just like fools were asking. They were
people
just like,
don't be knowing that.
They were just like, well,
it's 2 states.
Yeah, I mean,
it is.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I think it was. We were talking something along the lines of like, how were there so many battlers from California, and how like so different? How so many different battlers from California? Because if you almost looked at every other region, people were pretty much battling the same way. You know what I mean? Like the cats in New York, while they had different styles, there was a base kind of idea of like how the things were done, and we were just fucking weird, coming from weird places. You know what I mean? And like No Can's approach was so much different than mine or Thesaurus's. And just or fucking Franco's, you know what I mean?
And
like,
it's a part of being
and it's like all up and down this map.
It's a part of being like a product of California, because you have, I mean, you got people from Oakland, you got people from Hundreds, you got people from Hollister, you got people from Sac, you got people from the Sevens, you got people from LA, East Los. You got people from fucking Bakersfield. You know what I mean? And like California is such a diverse state. Like people underestimate like the ferocious like knowledge and like culture that like Californians bring. I'm not from California. I was born in Miami.
Oh yeah.
And like I moved to California in 2001. And I fucking love California. I mean, granted, I'm under the poverty line because I'll make $100K a year.
Yeah.
But it's such a beautiful state, and like there's so much diverse culture, and like you pull up to a BOTZ event, you'll see. You'll see Latinos, you'll see black folk, you'll see white people.
Yeah, we got a crazy crowd of different people.
You see the LGBT community come out. You see people
We've
who
always
are on
had
some
like
street shit. Everybody's out there having a good time.
I feel like Oakland was always like that too. Like
to this day, still.
Our original battle, like the original like big battle format at the Oakland Metro was just this very wide range of people like who were like regulars at Tourette's from Regrets, or like fucking you know, like Yuck Mouth, you know what I mean? And like Jacka, and like there was such a wide range of people that were showing up to these events. So I think we keep that lit at Ruin Your Zay, and you guys should definitely come to Ruin Your Zay.
Yeah.
And let me just say one more time, I suggest that you become a patron before December 1st, so that you don't have to worry about like the possibility of like it stalling on you if you're trying to do it in the half an hour or hour that were in between the streams. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because I feel like regardless, there's going to be a bunch of people that are doing it at that time. So don't be one of those people. Save yourself. I mean, you guys are you're the extra dope people. You guys are the ones that rock with us, you know, like fucking 5-6 times a week, however much Avocado's live. And
y'all ride.
Y'all know what's up. You know what I mean? So do yourself a favor, become a patron. And I promise that if you remain a patron of Counterproductive, that we will continue to provide dope, unique, live entertainment. You know what I mean? Because I think that's really the value of being a patron to anything. Like, it's great to support your favorite artist, but you got to get something out of it. We were talking on the way about, like, you know, it's about, like, being a channel on YouTube now is about being a place, like, fools aren't getting notifications anymore. You click the bell, it don't even fucking matter.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So like,
fucked everything up.
the only way we're ever gonna be able to reach you guys is if we're so fucking dope that you need to come back and check every day to see if we drop something new. So that's what I'm doing. I'm turning my channel into something that I'm dropping at least fucking 4 or 5 videos a week. Cause I'm gonna be, every day I'm at the studio, I'm gonna put something out. Whether it's a podcast, a fucking just a me and Itchy fucking 16 bars and a verse, a cipher, a battle, 6 hours of Twitch, like whatever. I'm gonna put something on the internet because that's the only way that you guys will know that there's something new on the internet. That's it. There'll always be something new on my channel. That's it. Sound like Donald Trump, fucking asshole.
Fire. China.
Let's go. Ruin Your Day, December 1st. Tune in, patreon.com/counterproductive. Live on youtube.com/Ruin Your Day now. Ruin Your Day.
It's so.
Yep. Anything else we should plug?
I just fucking want to thank you so much for letting me come here and do 3 episodes of the Dirtbag Dan Show, keeping this shit lit.
Most definitely.
I called Avocado and fucking like 2.5 months ago and was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. He's like, what do you mean? What are you gonna do? You can keep doing your shit. so
hell yeah,
I keep doing my shit, man. And like, I gotta say that like you're definitely a large part of that, because I certainly would have had a whole fucking heap of a harder time keeping people like involved and invested in this thing if I wasn't able to come out here and converse with the best fucking fans on earth. Love you guys.
Hell yeah, guys. But yeah.
What? Oh. This is all I'm saying. New album coming out before the end of the year.
Let's go.
It's fucking, it's solid, and there'll be videos for everything. And like, but I'm telling you, before the end of the year, you guys are gonna get a new project from your friends at Counterproductive. It's fucking extra special, and you'll never see it coming. Bang.
Word up. All right, guys. Have a good night. BattleRapBook.com is where we can get the bars book, by the way.
Yes.
Shout out Ryan O'Leary. Ruin Your Day, December 1st. Tune in live. You can watch it at youtube.com/Ruin Your Day for free right here.
Yep.
And guess what? The Rams are going to beat the Chiefs tomorrow. Peace.